Hello everybody, my name is Merc. We're back playing Blueprints Day 5. Day 4 went pretty well in my estimation. We went pretty deep, pretty wide. We discovered some things. I would say, I'm not going to say completed the garage, but I think we did 2 things in the garage, which is 2 things more than we do in most other rooms. We were in the sauna at the start, or at the very end of the last room, which gave us 20 more steps today. And leaving the house actually reduces your footsteps as well, so that's good to know. It is not free to just leave the house. Now, I wanted to see immediately. Oh, all the birds. I thought they despawned, but they don't. They do fly away, though. We have this Westgate path, which we're up on right now, which gives us access to the outer room each day. So let's see what we find. Trading post, shrine, tool shed. Ooh, okay. These are all intriguing. Now, one thing I'm realizing, perhaps I might want to pick this outer room a bit later in the run. I don't know, it's because items for trade is interesting, but we have no items at the start of the run. Maybe we'll get some at the start, I don't know. Same with the shrine. Make an offering, receive a blessing. If I have no money, no gems, nothing to offer, it's hard to receive a blessing. So with that logic, we're picking the tool shed. All of those items intrigue me, or all of those rooms though. So we get our metal detector. You do have to enter the room to grab it. A functioning metal detector early in the run is great. And a sledgehammer, which I don't think we've had yet. Can shatter padlocks, unlock trunks. Okay, so we need to be on the lookout for trunks. For little foot lockers. Okay, so we did waste 4 steps, I guess 5 steps, getting those items right away. But those 5 steps were free from the sauna of the last run. So, it's not too bad. I guess technically 6 steps. Okay. And now the run truly begins. Let's go left. Why not? We don't need the steps necessarily. I don't really want this to be a dead end right away. I like the idea of early gems are good, but I'm also like, I don't like cutting off the corners. Is that crazy of me? Maybe that is like a bad thing that I am instilling upon myself. But until I see a reason not to do that, I'm going to continue trying to get these corners. What happened there? There was a metal detector. Oh. Wow. Fun. Now we can choose between the billiard room, pantry, and parlor. Okay, so my logic here is we're gonna get money theoretically from our metal detector. Billiard room, I don't fully understand the puzzle. I feel like I am one piece away from the puzzle, which is unfortunate. But the parlor we didn't see in the last run. Is my logic there. So we'll take the crank and be careful not to use it. Got a coin purse. Each time you collect $3, you get another $1. Not too shabby. Okay. This box is the middle box. Obvious lie. It cannot be the truth. The gems are in the middle box. Okay. This box is the middle box. Obvious lie. Cannot be the truth. So that means there are 2 lies, which means this one has to tell the truth, which means this one's true. Well, that was maybe the easiest puzzle yet. But I'm not too upset about that. Never seen the patio yet. Closet chapel. All right, so patio it is. Spread gems in each green room. Requires a gem to get in. That's why we picked up the parlor. Nice little patio. Buried. I guess they're both correct. Buried below. Occasionally, you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. Yeah, I got that much. Thank you, though. Thank you, though. Okay. So we did just pick up a gem in here. And it said spread gem in each green room. So I don't know if that means it's if we've already drafted the green room, if there's going to be a gem in there. That might be the case. If so, interesting. Very cool. Okay, I was like looking at the layouts of how this works. So bedroom is actually not a bad take here. Purely because it's not a dead end and I don't want to be a dead end. Commissary is a dead end. We don't have money for it anyway. To the bedroom. Early bedroom can be okay. In that we might end up having to go backwards at some point, so. We do have gems, and we have more gem potential in future. And we also have money potential in future. So let's take the drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Okay, I didn't quite realize it's only specifically this room. Okay, I really need to use this card more appropriately. So let's start by doing that right now. Let us go forward. Okay, I'm just re-explaining the redraw there. I feel like there's something involved with this picture here, or this picture frame. There's always 2 randomly selected drawings. I don't even know what this is. It's like a 3-tiered lazy Susan. A carousel, I guess, a food carousel. And a necktie. Alright, we'll open this door. I really wish we could do this. Okay, so this is the first time we're actually going to click this button, I think. Because corridor can be okay, but again, you want to save the corridor for as deep as you can, I think. And then I think we take hallway here. Just to give us as many doors as possible. Because we can't buy food. We've never been in the kitchen yet. Storeroom is good. The key would be good, but it's a dead end. And then we're immediately gonna go left. And hope for like West Wing Hall, I guess. We can definitely take billiard room now. Okay, so garage can be entered from other directions. But it has to be facing... The door has to be facing the west side, is what I've learned. What I'm learning right now. So we could trade a gem for a key. I think in this situation, we take the billiard room, even though we don't quite understand this puzzle. Let's try this puzzle once more with fervor. We got 5. You click the 5. You got 4. You got 8. 4 plus 8. That's 12. Obviously. Where's 12? There, 12. And then we got 4 and 18. I just, there's something in my, like, I don't, there's this step missing clearly that I cannot identify, and it's breaking my brain. I'm getting to the point where I kind of really want to cheese it. I'm also losing it already because that's the second step, and I already know this step. It's 14. And now I don't know. Okay, 1 and 3. Okay, this is the easiest version of this yet. Could it possibly just be 3? No. Okay, so 5. I can't believe I was already losing it. I was already getting flooded. 5, 12, 14. 1 and 3. Oh no. Okay, so it was 1 and 3 and I clicked 2 and it worked. What does that mean? And now we have 4 and 2. What if I click 2 again? No. 5, 12, 14. 1 yellow, 3 blue equals 2. Four blue, 2 pink. Okay, so I don't understand the significance of the first number, other than maybe it sets the other numbers in the pattern. Okay, that doesn't, maybe it does, it probably doesn't matter. 4 and 8 equals 12. Yes, we've got that. 18 minus 4 is 14. I wonder if this is telling me this is the first number and this is the second number. 3 minus 1 is 2? Is that all that's trying to explain that to me? And then is it 4 times 2 is 8? Oh my god. Oh no. 12 minus 8 is 4. Times 4 is 16. Holy crap, we've done it. Actually, okay, no, I'm pogging off. I love darts now. This is easy. Yo, 2 keys. Give them to me, bro. Okay. Billiard room and parlor. 2 keys, 2 gems. Once you know the rules, it's actually pretty easy. Oh my gosh. My brain's tickled. That felt good. Alright, let's see what this next door is. Our reward. This dead end we can give ourselves. 2 more items with the closet. I think that's what we take. Otherwise, we take the chapel and just call that a dead room. I think the closet's fine. Chapel at least gives us access somewhere else. We don't need to spend it there. Okay, another key. And the sleep mask, which is nice. I skipped the animation there, but anytime we use a bedroom, we'll actually get 5 more. Which I think it means if we step in here for the first time, we'll actually get that benefit as well. So perhaps we go back for a little bit. Am I missing something? Is it back here? Ooh. Gotta be a little attentive. Almost left the room. Okay, so we could go forward. Let's go back to the drawing room. Let's step in here for a sec. I just want to see how this works. We got 2 for stepping in here, and then we got 5. Yeah, okay, for the sleep mask. And there's no reason to keep going backwards, so let's go to the drawing room now. And we are almost certainly going to redraw right now, I think. Because we have the opportunity to do so. This is kind of... None of these are amazing. I think we take the storeroom. I guess I should be paying more attention to the drawings. Okay, we're gonna go back up to the hallway since it's our easiest opportunity. Or our fastest opportunity to make something happen. These are all not terrible. Guest bedroom allows us to reroute, it allows us to run backwards to the entrance hall. The den is a door and a gem. Nothing more, nothing less. Passageway costs us, but gives us more access. I think we have enough room where we take the guest bedroom right now. I'm not a huge fan of this. I'm not a huge fan of any of them, for the record, so... But because we have the sleep mask, that's basically why I did this, and we actually got an item here on the table too. Electronic key card opens electronically powered security doors. I think that's the first time we've ever seen that. I don't know what it was about the billiard room, about the darts that made me pop off. I guess it was the colors finally clicking their significance. I cannot believe that they do not explain that further if they don't. That seems a little arcane. Continue onwards. I'm excited about the potential of this game because already having found the outer room, it's saying like future runs you have the opportunity to make be one thing or another potentially. We're at 66 steps at the front hall, having discovered a quarter of the house, and normally you start with like 60, I believe, or something like that, maybe even 50. So it's like we're doing pretty good here, I think. Secret passage will go nowhere. Same with corridor. Same with Nook. So I think we take Nook here for the free key. Also, we really have not been paying attention for footlockers. I feel stupid. I gotta keep my eyes out. I think we just take the free key. And now we have to really draft something important. Or like good rooms coming up. Is there money in here? Coupon book. Save $1 on each purchase you make. It's pretty good. What the heck? Oh, there's another key right there. Wow. Okay, well. Again, we are very short on doors now. So we need as many as RNGesus, please grant us as many doors as possible right here. Den, beautiful. That's what we're looking for. And a gem. Now we're like flowing in resources. This is like excellent. Let's continue to the corner. You know how I feel about my corner rooms. It might be time to go to the commissary. We could actually just go to the pantry, actually. And then now we'll have money to do things with when we finally see a commissary or other shop or the kitchen or whatever. We could just take the lavatory right here, actually. And we'll never see this room again, is my logic there. Problem is, it kind of limits us to the next. I'm a little worried because this is a door as well, right? We're cutting off a door. And we're like very tight on space right now. And literally every time I've been to the lavatory, it's nothing, right? So, and this might give us at least some footsteps back. I feel like pantry you can never really go wrong with, you know? It's kind of nuts. And also, we're getting mad money from our coin purse. I didn't even realize that. Speaking of mad money, it's time to lose it. I think we're taking the chapel. Actually, we could just take the commissary now. But again, it's the door problem. Theoretically, this is only giving us one extra door. This is not giving us a door in the same situation, the way I'm thinking about this, because we already have access to that room from the den. So I gotta take the chapel. But we don't actually have to step inside the chapel. Now that I'm thinking about it further, we have a lot of steps. I'm not seeing a reason to step inside immediately. Let's go over here and walk this way. We'll just like penny pinch a little, you know? Just making sure there's nothing else in this room. There's not much clutter in this game, but it's hard to tell sometimes when there's little items. Usually they place them on tables though, so. Okay. Dark room is cursed. That would not kill the run, but it would be bad. Observatory. I mean, it's not terrible doing either of these. It does mean we have to go through the chapel though. And it might be time to take the corridor, though. Oh, man, this is tough. Because I want to take the observatory. I probably want to take the observatory here, right? Because it connects to the chapel. It's fine. We've never taken the dark room, though. And there's kind of no downside to taking the dark room other than we're losing a door, which you know how I feel about, but it is. Hope I didn't step out of the room there. That kind of gave me a jump scare like we were in Phasmophobia or something. We've never been in this room before, so that gives us the new room tax where we have to visit it at least once, right? Fortunately, I'm not discovering anything because it turns out it's rather dark in here. So I wonder. We haven't been to that maintenance room or whatever it is, the breaker room. So I'm wondering if we can turn it on / off. If that's what we're looking for here. It does seem like there's literally nothing in here for us, which I guess makes sense. It is a red room after all. So we are going to pay our tax, our tithe. And we need good rooms from here on out. Gymnasium's actually great right now because we're flush with steps and we need doors. I would love to have the dining room later. Bunk room we cannot take. But that might go without saying, but I'm saying it anyway. Gymnasium with some money on the floor. Don't mind if I do. We also got the car keys. Sick. Not that we necessarily need them, but I guess it gives us an item. Oh, we have so many items. Dang, we need to find a workshop. We haven't found a workshop since that first time we found it. Boudoir is a bedroom, is what we learned. Observatory is good, but we don't need to necessarily do that yet. We also don't necessarily need to go into the boudoir either. So here's what we're gonna do. This may be crazy. This may be stupid. I'm clicking boudoir. And we're not going in there. Not right now, anyway. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna open this door. Huh. This is tricky. I'm tempted by the bunk room. I shouldn't be. There's no reason for it. We don't need the bedrooms. Corridor, you know how I feel about the corridor by now. I'm gonna say it again though. What if we save it? Dining room is also a interesting save. It'll be a rank 4 dining room, which means we'll need to take the steps back from rank 8 once we finally make it to rank 8, which is not terrible, I guess. It's not good, but it's not terrible. I think that's what we do. It is basically the equivalent of a door here, but we don't need the free unlock. These doors could be locked for all I care. Also, we need to be really looking out for footlockers because I feel like we've missed them and I'm dumb and bad. Y'all ever considered that? Please leave a comment if you've ever considered that. Okay, please don't leave a comment on that one, maybe. Please leave a comment if I'm smart and cool. Alright, maybe don't do that either. I kind of want to take the secret passage. You know, you see me mousing over it. I don't need to justify myself. I just realized what this does. You have to pick the door right here. So now I picked a bedroom. Okay, well, at least we learned. Gold sink, it's a market. Okay. Now we know. Yo, this is a huge aquarium. We do need more gems, though. Huge aquarium. Okay, I was gonna say, is this a keycard door? I can't tell. But if it is... It's not. These are all gem requirements now. It's kind of bad. This is a door. I think we take the observatory. We pray we find something cool in here. Do I have to set up the thing? Okay, no, I don't. I was gonna say, if you have to set up every time, it's gonna be kind of annoying. What do we see? 2 stars, the twins. A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Okay. We have the keys for it, and we might have the steps for it. That's intriguing, to say the least. Nothing else in here? I guess there's gonna be nothing else up here ever again, type of thing. Fair enough. Random drawing of a partially broken or one piece broken window. Okay, we need non-gem rooms now. Or rooms that give us gems. I think we need green rooms too, would be nice. Obviously open with 5 keys. I'm really concerned about these dead ends we're finding. We're taking the corridor. I was gonna say, like, this is a moment of truth here. We have no gems. This sucks so hard. Well, we got coat check for the first time. Okay. If we're gonna check anything, it's either key card, metal detector, or sledgehammer. I think metal detector is straight up better than sledgehammer. Sledgehammer is like basically free keys. Metal detector is free keys and money. Key card is late game. Metal detector it is. I don't know. Coat check might seems kind of late game too, but what do I know? I'm upset about our drafting. Our house looks crazy. I really wanted to get to rank 8 room, but that's not really happening right now, it doesn't look like. I want to see if we can ring the bell. Okay, we go back to the aquarium. We look at what room could be there. There was just a gem here. Why was there just a gem here? That we could have had a whole different run had I known we had a gem. A little upset. Oh, man. Okay, this is stupid. I don't know if this is the play. This really restricts us. I don't know. I feel so uncomfortable about doing what I'm thinking about doing. We gotta take the door, right? The courtyard is a free gem. Yeah, we gotta take the door. I can't do... Because what I was thinking is we're gonna take the utility closet, then we can go back to the gymnasium and dark room and see how that works. But... we need the door. I'm sorry that I'm so, like, contemplative, but I feel like if you're watching this series, you understand that you need to think hard. The problem is if we take this closet, we have to get not only a straight out of the boudoir, or I guess a right turn out of the dining room. We need a left turn after that. And then from there, theoretically, we could be home free. Assuming we don't find dead ends. Which we're finding a lot of dead ends lately. I can't help but notice. And that's my concern if I just take this courtyard, is we're just going to find another dead end. But I guess that's the same concern if I just go down to the dining room, right? At least with the utility closet, we're learning in the current moment. And we already want to go backwards because of the chests we found. That's all the logic that I have here. And if we're already going backwards, we kind of want to maximize the reasoning for going backwards. Nursery could be okay too, in the same logic. The same reason why we took the guest bedroom pretty early on is to go backwards. We're going to take the utility closet. So I guess this is per run. You can turn off key card. My friend asked me about the green lights, which I do not know anything about. So dark room was already off, which is interesting. I did notice it was extra dark in that room. So we're definitely just gonna go back for the moment, past the dining room, I think, even. And then, because I want to see what it looks like in the gymnasium. Turns out it's dark. Does it cost us extra steps? It does not. So perhaps while the dark room was dark, it didn't cost... We have to go back anyway. We have to go to the entrance. Oh, it's going to cost us much money. This is a bad chapel spot, ended up being. It's fine though. We have metal detectors, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so now we can actually see things in here. Okay. I did kind of posit the idea that I need to sort through these pictures a little more, and I might still do that. Wait a sec. Because I was like, that's just the same picture. And it is. But it's got a different focus, so I was wondering if there's something in the background perhaps we should be looking at. I feel like this might be Mrs. Babbage and Babbage's. She's at a terminal. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship. I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as in a large print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Okay, we see a picture of the orchard outside. I'm gonna screenshot that. There's a little heart on the tree. Cute little photo. A very pretty woman. Same photo. Man taking a selfie of a camera. Man taking a selfie of him and a camera. That's fun. Really like that photo. It's probably for the best that you can't crouch, because it's like encouraging you that you don't have to look underneath things. I'm wondering what this note says. Why is there a note that's like barely ineligible? Illegible? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Illegible. Not ineligible. Okay. I think that means we're done in this room. Let me read this note one more time. Also, what are these? Nothing. Yet another print of her ladyship for one of the rooms, as well as a large print of the enclosed photograph. So maybe behind this photo, we'll take a screenshot of this photo. Maybe this photo, if we see it in a room, is important. And then we go back to the den and go back to the entrance. It seems, making sure there's nothing else here on the shelf. All right. Good little discovery, I think. Is this an item? It is an item. What appears to be a broken lever could be useful. Okay, so keep that in mind. I almost missed that. No, I forgot we don't have the metal detector anymore. That's what happens when you put it away. Here we are. Break them open for free. Free money and dice. Oh, I didn't see what those are. Those are rerolls. Ivory dice while drafting. You may use new. Okay, that's huge. That's exactly what we needed. Well, not exactly, but that's gonna be a boon. What is this? Pack of smokes. Lockpick set. Occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Okay. So, the run is looking sketchy. This hallway, this path that we have made ourselves is not going to be conducive to an easy structure. But we're going to try our best. So I guess if the darkroom light is off, you can't see any of this, or at least I couldn't, as far as I can tell. It wouldn't let me look at it. I wonder if it means we could have avoided this negative if the power was off in here. Because it seems like we avoid the negative of the gymnasium, and we only cost 1 step getting in here as opposed to 2. Or 3, however it works. Let's go to boudoir. We haven't actually stepped foot in here. There might be like some loot. I was talking, I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but I was talking to people and it seemed like no one else I knew opened this up. I guess it's a free gem every time now for me. Nothing else going on, even though the gramophone is going. Okay, so now we need a huge room luck. Unfortunately, we already spent our corridor and our spare room. Whatever. Okay, well, we found something that'll allow us to go forward. Conference room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room ahead. When I saw the first 3 cards, I was very upset for a second. Like, I knew we had the dice, I just didn't want to spend it right away. We've not been to the conference room, so we definitely take this. Okay, we have people with blue memo pads, but this one has a red. Safe code 9083, which is incorrect. Because red is incorrect. Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Okay. So, we said red memos are lies. But that is talking about the office safe. Also, have we been to the office? I don't think we... Definitely not in this run. Spreading items. Okay. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Oh. Okay, so if we had more green rooms that we had not entered and we spread them with the patio, and then we later got a conference room, they would all have gathered here. That seems to be the logic presented to me. Oh man, time flies when I play this game. I feel like I booted this up 15 minutes ago, but if you look at the layout of the map, that's definitely not the case. Okay, we need a left turn. Left turn, no whammies. Okay, well, obviously we didn't get the left turn we were looking for. I guess we're looking for commissary. Mailroom, a package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. I don't know what the package is. Maybe it's a free item. Courtyard would be a gem. We have to spend our draw. We got the kitchen. We definitely take the kitchen. Spend the gem. We've never been in here. And it's saving us in more ways than one. Got a menu. Mount Holly Kitchen. Bananas 3 footies. Club sandwich 15 footies. Tomato soups 5 feet for every red room in your house. Today's main course, wood-fired pizza. Main course is only served in the dining room. Did I say wood-fired? Or did I say wood-fried? No, it doesn't seem right. I feel like I said it wrong is what I'm implying. Anyway, summer truffle sauce smothered in fontina cheese, wild mushrooms, and spiced salami. Cooked to perfection with just the right amount of char. 20 steps plus an additional 10 if you have a furnace in your house. Cool. Which means we have to go back to the dining room to get that. We get 20 steps for going there. At least we know. That's cool. Banana. We're never gonna do that weird shopping list. So I'm like tempted to buy a bunch of bananas, but a little dog bowl. Yeah, nothing else going on here. We're also not really spending the money, so like I am kind of thinking we should maybe buy a club sandwich. How many? We actually have 3 red rooms. So the tomato soup's just straight up better than the club sandwich here. Tomato soup is actually pretty huge value. It's actually 20. And we got the coupon book. And it's sold out. I mean the banana's only 1 if you think about it. $1 for 3 steps. Suddenly we have 66 steps and we have the room. We might have a run here, assuming this next room doesn't curse us. Oh man, I'm kind of excited, but I shouldn't be. We have to see what this next room is before I get too excited. Okay, we actually have some things going on. Courtyard. We're gonna get a gem out of this too, I think. I hope that's how the patio works. Just gonna double check. Spread gem in each green room. So does it have to be? Okay, well we got the shovel at the very least. There's a couple spots to dig. I'm not seeing a gem in here, so I guess it has to be active rooms. It doesn't just spread them to future rooms as well. We need a gem now. We're like gem deprived. Suddenly we have doors though, which is huge. I know you don't need me to say that. We could go to like the patio. There's a few other rooms I think we had opportunity to dig. Let's go this way, I guess. Keys are nothing right now. I was really hoping for commissary. Okay. Mailroom is new. Library is new. Commissary, we cannot even afford. I just realized we need a gem. So we take library. Discovered less common floor plans while drafting in the library. Unfortunately, it's only 1 opportunity to do that, but we'll take it. And maybe we'll learn something in the library. Shh. Additional reading. The house directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room, press R to pull up the directory. So I have looked at this directory a little bit. There's a little bit of lore here. A few books have been withdrawn from the shelves and placed on rostrum stands in various corners of the library. I've never heard of that. Rostrum. Okay. I did kind of know that, but it's nice to be told. What about this note here? Mount Holly Library book request form and library use only. Books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available next time you draft library. Please select one. The Sightseer's Guide to Reddington by Andrew Darrell. Swimbird by Marion Marigold. The Fixed Stars by Richard Witt. History of Orndia by Caleb Manning. EPCW Pump System User Manual. Or Drafting Strategy Architectural Digest Volume 3. You sign your name. The above signee is responsible for all materials checked out using this form and understands new requests cannot be made on days in which a previously requested book or periodical has been pulled. Okay, so here's my guesses. No idea to Sightseer Guide. Swimbird, same. Fixed stars might fix the stars in your skies if you really like how the stars are, which I don't dislike the stars right now. The 2 chests actually might have saved the run a little with those dice. Actually huge. History of Orindia, no idea. EPCW Pump System User Manual. Theoretically might help with the pool. I would love to solve some more of the pool mystery. Drafting Strategy Architectural Digest. This intrigues me, even though it's volume 3. I think the volume 3 is a bit of a red herring. Like, it's just throwing you off. I'm going to click this one, I think, because I'm intrigued by drafting strategy and I would like to know more. Simon P. Jones. Okay. This turned out to be quite the run. Can we go up here? We can. There better be something up here, because... like lore or something. Oh. Temporal records. Oh, okay. This is straight up your stats. Average day is 43 minutes. Total starts too. Shops, red rooms, green rooms, hallways, bedrooms. Puzzles. Dartboard solve 1. We're gonna have everything else be perfect, and then dartboard's -3. Anything else up here? Mount Holly scrapbook. From this selfie from earlier. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. My first claim ticket. Oh, telling me when I put my metal, this run, when I put the metal detector in there. My favorite floor plans is the boudoir. I can't seem to ever pass it up. You know me. Most drafted. Den, bedroom. Oh, it's probably because, like, if I see the boudoir, I'd probably take it, is why it's here. And the den is the most drafted because it's a really good room, turns out. Most paid for is courtroom and drawing room. Most time spent in the billiard room. That sounds right. Yep, that sounds right. Contraptions I've made. The detector shovel and lucky purse. Largest purchase is the running shoes. Okay. We got the observatory. Maybe one day we'll... most avoided floor plans, the rumpus room. Lavatory's gotta be number 1. What are you talking about? That's funny. Cool. Had a nice little, some giggles up here. Some information. We did learn some things. There is a reason to come up here, but it's not like a reason that you have to come up here. So I think this is a fun room. Turns out libraries are a good time. Support your local libraries. I really want to get to rank 8. But I worry I'm like thinking too hard about that. How many steps do we got? We got 64. Let's go. I keep thinking that's a chest. Let's go to this room. Oh, I should have lockpicked. Oh, we'll definitely go to workshop. We have so many items. We have to, right? And it's free. I feel like workshop feels like an instant pick if you have at least a couple items. Or maybe like 3 items. Okay, the letter is different. It used to be A. Stone cut by hand, the letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Didn't quite realize when it said stone cut by hand and letters rot, do spell or secrets carved from thought. I didn't realize it was really talking about this, potentially. Whereas a message read is often lost among the bold words. I thought was like talking about bold words and other messages. But maybe I'm thinking a little too hard about that. Is this an item? I can't tell. That's definitely, again, one of the problems with this game, man. This game is great. They've done a lot of things right. And I'm sure they're going to do a lot more things right. But not knowing... Oh. The broken lever and the sledgehammer and the shovel go together. What about the coupon book? Nothing goes with the coupon book or the key card, it seems. Nor the coin purse. I think if we had the metal detector, we could have used it. Okay, so the only thing the sledgehammer goes with is the broken lever. The compass and the shovel go together. And the shovel and the broken lever go together. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. Okay, so sledgehammer and the lever go together, and then compass and shovel go together, I think is what we're going to do here. With the dowsing rod. Assemble. Is like more often to dig something up. While drafting, dowsing rod points towards rooms that may contain more items than usual. Oh, do I just not have the power to dig anymore? That's good to know. Sledgehammer and broken lever. Oh. We need something else. I thought that would be it. That's unfortunate. Man, we had so many items, we can only make one thing. And then the one time I went here prior, I had 4 items and I made 2 things with them. Okay, so we have a dead end here. It's a lavatory. Because we don't have any gems, which is really starting to hurt, but it's okay. Just means we'll never see the lavatory in this run again, which is fine. It's a nice little bathroom. I would enjoy taking a bath in this. But that's about all I can say about this room. Actually, I will say it reminds me kind of a friend's bathroom that I had when I was younger. A friend that I had, I guess. A friend's bathroom that I had. It's a weird statement. Just the layout of it, I guess, is very reminiscent. Spacing. Alright, we're back to a singular door. And no gems. So, you see what I see. What we're looking at is a nearly complete map and a weight room that says lose half your steps. As well as the boiler room, which is a power source. We have no gems. Dowsing rod, of course, telling us to go to the wine cellar. That would end the run. So we take the weight room, even with the curse. Got some kettlebells. Dumbbells, a barbell. Alright, decent little set, I guess. Nothing amazing. We do have a key card. I have to turn the power on the key card on. We just use all our steps. The utility closet's not that far away, but it would be like 10 steps back, there and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would be 16 steps. We have to do it. Very stupid. Why would you ever turn it off? Is my question, I guess, now. We're gonna see what this room is, I guess. Great Hall, 7 locked doors. Laboratory, experimental house features, no gems. Oh, man. Great Hall, it's a new room. 7 locked doors. Listen, this is dumb. We're gonna go open the utility closet. I'm not happy about this decision. I don't know why you'd ever turn this off. But maybe there's a reason. VAC indicators. We gotta be on the lookout for some sort of lighting. Some sort of colored lighting. Alright, we've lost a lot of steps. All of us, we can afford more. Yo, wait, bananas you could just buy more of? This costs 7, you get 15 steps. This costs 1, you get 3 steps. This is worth more now. The banana value is huge. How many bananas we bought? We bought 2 now. What if I just mess around and buy 3 more? Now, oh, they're sold out. Okay. Now we got our steps back, and also the pantry shopping list. We have 5 bananas. We need 4 more apples and 5 oranges, and we've never seen an orange before. But we got 5 bananas. Okay. Progressing onwards. Okay, I wasn't sure if we'd lose half our steps again in the weight room. I just had that thought. I want to see what happens when you do this. It probably just opens the door. I kind of wish I went to the Great Hall first. I guess we'll just draft the West Wing Hall here. Now, I don't know how this works at all. I want to open up this door. We don't need the footsteps that much, and in fact, if we go to this next room, we'll be at rank 8. We can go back to the dining room. This is, I can't help but notice, a dead end, because we don't have a gem. The dowsing rod keeps telling us to go to the gem rooms. It's kind of making me mad. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. This run's about to end one way or another, I think. So let's try to do as many discoveries as we can. This is a letter for me from Dad. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you're happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration opportunities, adventures that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I want to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow, so it has a chance to arrive during your first few days in the estate, but I'm not with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say. And I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might be feeling guilty. Feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you. And I know from the conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor, be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you, despite my best intentions. I'm sure that on Friday, I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator, dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night. Don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigiblocks. Man, it's getting harder and harder for me to read. That's how you know it's getting later at night. And also my delay. Okay, so you see what I'm seeing right there. I'm gonna fix my delay. What we see is information for the utility room fuse box. So maybe we can get a bit more information out of this run. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Press any button to activate above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Okay. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravain to sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. Yes, okay, we figured that one out. He was the landlord. Or the groundskeeper, I should say. More specific, more accurate. Okay, so I guess there's gonna be a package here next time we come to this room. Let's explore these doors. Upgrade disc. Lockpick kit is huge here, even if it doesn't work most of the time. This leads us to the next area, or the next door, potentially. Okay, we're gonna save our last key. Unfortunately, these are all dead ends now. The run is over. But we had a good run of it, I feel like. The observatory was kind of crazy. We take the freezer because it's the newest one. It freezes money and gems, which means we can't get more gems or money. The way I see it, this run's over. We're going to get some food in the dining room, see how that works. We're going to go back to the utility closet, see how that works. But otherwise, this is the end of the run. Why is there a key in here? Why is there a drawing of a spine in here? Okay, so I can't help but notice is there's a lot of keys and gems and whatnot in here. Which leads me to believe that there's a way to de-thaw this room. Or thaw this room, I guess? To heat up this room. So I guess that's a mystery to be solved at a later date. As well as what this could possibly be. There's like another doorway there. But either way, this I guess does function as a room. Stepping inside does give us a benefit. A unique room to be sure. Let us go. I'm trying to decide if I want to use a I might as well use a key here, right? Are you kidding me? It's just a wall. It's just a wall? You can't do that to me. Do you know who I am? That's so funny. Okay, well, at least we learned something there. Okay, we gotta do the math here, the mental math. I mean, it's the same math as last time. We just need to go back to the utility closet, and we're also actually gonna get some food in the dining room along the way, so it's not even that bad. So let's go to the west. I just want to step inside here, even though there's no real reason. Just mostly to confirm that there's nothing else in here. And that is indeed the case. We didn't, I haven't really been looking too hard for those drawings that it was like the triple tier Lazy Susan, as I was calling it, as well as a necktie. Also weren't looking too hard for foot lockers when I should have been, probably. We definitely got use out of the sledgehammer, but probably could have got a little more use out of it. Meal has been served. We cannot draft a furnace. I almost did, but I decided against it. You leaving a piece of a slice left? Crazy. So we don't really need these footsteps because there's not much else we got going on here. But I guess we could check out some of the other rooms. Double check to ensure we're not missing foot lockers. Okay, let's see if we can figure out this. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. Oh no. What is this? Oh my god. I'm losing it. Ah. There's a piece of me that's like thinks I get it. This isn't gonna work. This is not gonna work the way I want it to. This needs to be blue. shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. What am I doing? Oh my god. Did I weirdly figure out the puzzle? Okay, what does that do? What did that do? More detailed instruction will be sent to electronic mail. Okay, well, I'm gonna say we accomplished something even if we didn't. I feel like I have a bit of a method to that madness. If we have to do it again, we can do it again. Now the plan is to go crazy. There was a plan. There was a plan, man. There's something else I could do. Oh, yes, go to security. Where's security? Oh, we never drafted security. Is there really? I don't know where any other computer terminals are. So I can't use this upgrade disk yet again. I don't really want to end this run, but I think this is the end of the run. There's clearly no more doors to go. And even though we have 28 steps, there's not much else I think to accomplish here. I guess we can see what's inside what we can dig up in the patio. Because I think there's a patch of dirt there. And I guess we can look for more foot lockers along the way. I knew there was a... Oh yeah, I forgot we don't have the shovel anymore. Then there really is no reason to be like searching around. I guess to go search for foot lockers, like I said, we have to go through the church, but our funds are frozen anyway. Our assets. Man, this was a really good run. Kind of a shame it's fizzled out the way it did, but honestly, I'm not too upset about it. The Nook had a it's a dead end. I mean, we're running out of steps anyway. I thought the Nook had a foot locker in here one time. I suppose not. Well, I'm just thinking over how this run went. And again, I don't think it wasn't a bad room or a bad run. All things considered, we learned a lot. We accomplished some things. What those things were, I cannot immediately tell you. I guess we didn't really miss any of these footlockers, as I've been calling them. The trunks. We learned how to solve billiards. Or rather, darts. Okay. Time to call it a day. I guess I could have done it with that option, but we'll do it here. with the exception of my frozen assets, which I have $7 for the next run, which is great. Not footsteps like last time. Those footsteps came pretty handy, so I'm glad we found that sauna. We've been finding new rooms, which is good. And again, we've been slowly discovering or learning some new things about old rooms, which is nice too. Our longest run yet, for sure. Total rooms 37. The Red Manor, Mount Holly. Items found 14, new rooms 11. Steps taken 127. Yeah. Especially towards the top. I guess maybe the rarity gets higher towards the higher rank you get, maybe. Sorry, I'm definitely out of it. I do kind of like really want to record another immediately. It is getting kind of late though, and as you can tell, I'm like tripping over my tongue. Maybe I'll have a tea and chill for a moment before I decide to do another, especially if it's going to be this long again. But I understand I've kind of been taking my time, especially with this run. I'm not taking like crazy amounts of notes, but I feel like I'm taking my time making good decisions. I hope you would agree with that statement. I don't know if that's actually the case or not though. But yes, I am excited to play more. I will definitely be playing more, and I hope you are excited to watch more. And if that is the case, then click the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, folks. See ya.